Gas prices continuing their climb toward $5 a gallon. It seems hybrid and electric vehicles are being sold faster than they can be made.
But with all their benefits comes one slight drawback. In part one of an Action News special report, Bryan Callahan joins us to explain why first responders are having to be retrained when it comes to rescuing drivers trapped inside those cars. Bryan.
Well, there are nearly 2 million hybrid and electric cars on the road today. And while they definitely help cut carbon emissions and gas costs, they add to the hazards first responders face every day. Their engines may not have the same vroom, but they still make the same sound when they crash.
Where each accident is different, it's going to dictate to us, as far as the first responders, on how we're going to handle it, how we're going to extricate if we need to do so.
Increasingly, firefighters and paramedics are having to prepare for the unique challenges presented by hybrid and electric vehicles. Many times, firefighters have to approach hybrids differently than their gas counterparts.
We go to the vehicle, we'll chalk the wheels, because as you know, the electric motors are very quiet, especially in a hybrid car. So if someone has their foot on the brake, they might release it unbeknownst to us at a certain time. There is documentation where public safety officials have been trapped between two vehicles because the electric vehicle rolled into them at the knees and pinned them up against another vehicle.
Even in minor accidents, law enforcement has to change the normal procedure to make sure people or the cars aren't damaged.
We don't tow a hybrid vehicle with a regular wrecker. We're going to tow it on a flatbed, and that's to preserve the batteries so that no damage is caused to the batteries, because if that axle is turning on the roadway as we tow it, then it would continue to send a charge to the batteries and could do damage.
While those concerns may seem minor, one of the biggest concerns for those responsible for saving lives is the electric current that powers hybrid and electric vehicles.
The problem is with this voltage is that it's a type, if you touch it, you're bound to that wire. It does not kick you off, and that's the biggest danger to these wires and to this voltage.
One way car manufacturers are trying to help first responders avoid potential problems is with color-coded wiring. White wires are for low voltage, blue signifies 60 volts or less, and orange is high voltage, something officials say you should never touch.
Some of the hybrid vehicles are equipped with a switch that turns it off, that turns the power off to the batteries. We would discourage the public from trying to use that switch to just wait.
The dangers of hybrids can't be discounted, but they are equipped with several features meant to disable the electrical current during an accident. While there haven't been any recorded cases of people being shocked by a hybrid or electric vehicle, emergency responders still have to prepare for the worst-case scenario.
They're safe. They're good. They have a lot of redundancy as far as safety. But when you get into an accident, that's taken away, and you have to be cognizant of that.
Now, the National Fire Protection Association is currently working to build a curriculum for an electric vehicle safety training program. But for now, firefighters are having to rely on local dealerships and other firefighters to find out where the hazards lie in new vehicles. For Action News, I'm Bryan Callahan.